I'm Karen Elgersma at Butchart Gardens, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, extreme beer, and Dan Kahn goes Christmas shopping at the Home Learners Market, and the Princess Royal Passenger's descendants share some very special stories. All that and much more on Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Hello and welcome to Go Island. We're at the beautiful and festive Butchart Gardens. Graham!
Oh, you light up my life.
I seem to do this to all the men I meet in my life, although they don't quite have the same accessory. But here at Butchart Gardens, everything is lit up, even Graham Bell. I love it. Now this is really what the magic's all about. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, there is something going on here, beginning with the skating rink. But here's my question. How does Victoria keep a skating rink and keep the ice from melting?
Well, in the last few days, it's been a little bit easier.
It's been easier, yes.
But we do refrigerate it, so it stays here, and it'll stay, though we finish at the 6th of January, it's the last day. We unplug it at that point, but it still takes well into February and maybe even into March before all the ice is melted on it.
There is just something about skating in an outdoor rink that just says Christmas.
Absolutely.
I grew up skating outside in Edmonton, Alberta, and I always just feel like a little kid when I get my skates on and come here. Now, if people do come here, do they bring their own skates? Do they rent skates? How does it work?
Either way, they can bring their own, or they can rent them here. We do have a fair supply, but it's always first come, first served.
Now, many people make it a tradition to come here year after year, but there are those who have never been. So just to give everyone kind of the 411 of Butchart Gardens, what will they experience when they come here at Christmas?
Magic. This is the magic of Christmas. We've got carolers in the evening, and we've got festive brass playing. We have this, we have the carousel, and we've got a tremendous number of lights, and it's done in a very, very tasteful, nice way. You can walk through the gardens. It's peaceful and quiet. We don't pump music out in through all the gardens either. So you can go and you can make your own magic spirit.
And here's a game that you can play when you come here. Do this. When you get here, say to the group, the family, whoever you're with, come up with the 12 days of Christmas, because people always forget
in the right order.
In the right order.
Yeah.
And then as you go around and you see the 12 days of Christmas display, you can make bets. Oh, look, I knew it was 5 golden rings. Oh, you were wrong. It wasn't 3 calling birds.
And it's actually 5 gold rings.
Gold rings, that's right. But it's funny how you can get all mixed up. So it's a great game to play. Easily done. Easily done. We're going to look at the 12 days in just a moment and check out the carousel. But first, craft beer. It is one of the hottest, coolest, foodie things happening right now all over the Pacific Northwest. Victoria, Vancouver, even Portland. In fact, really in Portland. Portland's a big craft beer place. But how do you set yourself apart if everyone's doing it? I know. Extreme beer. I'll let Suchita Singh tell you more. Do you remember that Bob and Doug McKenzie, 12 Days of Christmas, and the first, and a beer in a tree? Well, extreme beer in a tree this year. Or if you come to Butchart Gardens and they do it right, how does it start, the song? On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
2 turtle doves.
Okay, and here's a skill testing question. Third day of Christmas. Do you know what it is? Okay, you're gonna have to guess. Come with us. Let's go look. Can you guess? If you guessed, trois French hen. You're right. And I'm telling you, your staff must have the best sense of humor, because the French hens are having a croissant and a latte, and the Eiffel Tower is in the background. You guys have a lot of fun putting this display together.
Yeah. I mean, who's ever seen a hen crossing its legs?
And speaking of clever, we know how clever children can be. Well, the Home Learners Association decided that the kids who make all these fantastic things should get a craft fair together and sell them. And our very own Dan Kahn decided, well, it's time for him to do a little Christmas shopping. I hope you bought something for me, Dan Kahn. We're here at Butchart Gardens. It is so magical here. It really is the magic of Christmas. Now, we've been playing a game with you, the 12 Days of Christmas game. Do you know what the 4th day is? 4 calling birds. How about the 5th? Come on, let's check it out. 5 golden rings. I know, I should be a singer for a living, shouldn't I?
Oh, yeah, think of the money you'd make.
The money I would make, the entertainment I would supply. Now, the 5 golden rings are so beautiful because they're not only on the pond, but they are right now with a little shimmer of snow and ice.
Oh, yes, they are. There's no performing dolphins coming through those.
They're so, that union that they belong to is so strict about the ice.
I know.
It really is Christmassy to have that little spattering of snow and the ice. I mean, if you look at all the water features, there's like ice carvings. Are you getting a lot of feedback from the public that they're kind of loving the true winter here?
Yeah, it's been very good, and the weather's been good because when it's been cold, it hasn't been rainy.
Yeah.
So it's great, but you know, sometimes you just see people going around and they're singing in the little puffs of steam that come off when you're doing it. You wonder, you know, if you grab some of that and listen, do you think you'd hear people singing?
I wonder, because it's the only way you can know the 12 Days of Christmas. You have to sing it. Now, where should we head to next, Graham? What's a good one to show everyone?
Well, we can go up to the carousel area and have a look at that.
Let's do the carousel. Let's do it. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, a little ride on the carousel and more great stories on Go Island. Welcome back to Go Island. We're at Butchart Gardens. We've been enjoying the lights, the 12 days of Christmas. But of course, a visit here isn't complete until you've had a ride on the carousel. But the carousel looks a little more festive right now.
Well, yes, there's a nice little red bit here. Rudolph's got a red nose for the holidays.
I love it. Now, when people come here, bring a toonie, right? Because it's $2 to take the carousel.
That's right.
And it really is fun. And you know what I find is it's just fast enough that as an adult, I find it a bit exhilarating, I have to say.
Well, it's about like you drive, isn't it?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna turn those lights out if I want. Well, you know, speaking of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, there's all sorts of different versions of Santa out there. There's the jolly old elf. There's, you know, the skinny Santa. I've heard of bad Santa. But have you ever heard of rad Santa? I'll let James Green explain. Do you ever do that? Pretend to conduct an orchestra when you listen to classical music? I do. We're here at beautiful Butchart Gardens. We're doing the 12 Days of Christmas. Can you guess what this is? 9 ladies dancing. Oh yes, I love this one. It's so, I don't know, it really allows your imagination to go a little wild. We are gonna head to number 10. Can you guess what it is? I'm not gonna tell you, you have to guess. We're also gonna head up island, so stay with us. Thanks for that story, Rayanne. Okay, do you know what the 10th day of Christmas is? Lords of Leaping, of course. How about 11th day of Christmas? Come on. Did you guess the 11th day? 11 pipers piping. But here in the Italian gardens, they're Italian pipers. Graham, some people come through and they're like, I don't get why the pipers look this way. What is the idea behind this particular display?
It was in the Italian garden, and these were Italian puppets in the old days, and it comes from way back. And it was just thought that it would be kind of an interesting historical thing to throw in here because it is the Italian garden. But these players walk through the various courts in Italy. Oh,
and if you want to know more, there is a sign and you can actually read what all of them are and a little bit about who they are and what they represented. Oh yeah, it's an iPad.
We've been around long enough that adults are bringing their children when they themselves were brought as children years ago.
It really is one of those traditions. And what I love to do with my family, actually we come here for my daughter's birthday. She'll be 19 this year.
Can you imagine? How could you have a child that's 19?
I love you right now so much. And we are going to come here for her 19th birthday on December 23rd. That's what she wants to do. So, why? Because she's been coming here since she was a little girl. And I'm like, but for your 19th, don't you want to go out to like a club? She's like, no, we go to Butchart Gardens.
She has taste.
She does.
Yes.
She gets it from me. And of course, we are going to come here for dinner. And that's what I would recommend. Come here. There's the coffee shop. There's the Blue Poppy. There's the dining room. Lots of choices. But take a night off from cooking and come and enjoy the lights and the magic and the music.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, thoughts, feedback, any Christmas wishes you have for us, you know where to find us.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir. Casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.